Well, hey there. I want to talk to you about agent attraction and how to attract agents in the cold market and grow a revenue share organization faster than you think possible. And I know it works because I developed it personally myself, and it has already attracted more than 11,000 agents in a 12-month period of time. So if I've caught your interest, then let me show you what's going on. Let me pull up a whiteboard real quick. Okay, so now that I've got this up, let me walk you through what's going on and how to do this. And first, let me be right up front. The 11,000 agents I'm talking about was not with EXP. It's with another attraction company, very similar. Let me give you the background. 1990s, my business partner and I joined an attraction company called Excel Communication. At the time, they had about 1 million agents selling their long distance service. Within 12 months, my partner and I were in the upper 0.1% of their highest money earners. And the way that we did that in large part was focused on how do you attract other agents from the cold market so that everyone in the organization could grow. Let me see if this makes sense. In a typical organization, if you look like even in your EXP organization, maybe this is you and you attracted someone and maybe another person, and then that person attracts someone, and then that person maybe attracts someone. And that's about it. What happens is once someone attracts an agent or two, they usually stop. And the reason is they don't know where to go from there because they used up their warm market contacts in approaching agents, and then they stop. See, most agents are what I call service agents. They're focused on service, but they're not sales agents. They don't know how to, and they don't like to sell. They don't like to pick up the phone and make prospecting calls. So in the 90s, that was the same issue. And so this is what we started to do. And then continuing on with that, my partner and I split, and he kept the business, and I started a company in 1997 with the express purpose of cold market agent attraction. We started working with Excel leaders at that time. And within about 2 years to 2.5 years, the cold market attraction program that I'd put together was responsible for attracting about 103,000 agents a year into Excel. We then started to replicate that into other network marketing organizations. And almost every time that my clients would integrate this into what they were doing, I would have a leader with an organization that within usually 3 to 4 months, the growth rate of their organization was somewhere between 2 times and 4 times growth rate, simply because of the ease of cold market attraction. Okay. So with that, let me show you what I did, and let me show you how to do this with Excel. In order to do cold market attraction, you have to understand something very special about attraction. Okay. And that something very special is attraction is based, there's 2 parts to it. The first part is prospecting, and the second part is engaging. Very few people are good at prospecting. Most anyone can engage. Let me see if this makes sense. So over here, I've got 2 agents. One is Bill and one is Tom. I'm going to give Bill a list of agents that have no understanding about EXP. They're not interested in changing their brokerage. They love where they are. And I'm going to ask Bill, that typical agent who is service oriented, I'm going to say, Bill, I want you to contact these agents over here and start attracting them. You know what's going to happen? He's going to call the first one on the list. He's going to get shot down, and he's going to stop and never call anyone else. And that's what happened. That's why most organizations in EXP are kind of pencil thin. But watch what happens with Tom over here. Over here with Tom, I'm going to give Tom a list, just a few agents who have 2 characteristics. Number one, they are frustrated with their broker and they're thinking about making a change. And number 2, they know something about EXP and they have interest with what they know. Okay, so now Tom is that same type of service agent. He's going to call the first one, and he's going to get a positive response. He's going to say, hey, Jill, this is Tom. I understand that you're looking to possibly change brokers. You've taken a short look at something we're doing with EXP. I want to see if I could visit with you. And Jill says, I would love to. Okay. So now Tom has a positive experience and he attracts her. So he's going to call the next person and the next person, and the next person, and start to attract these people. This is how cold market attraction can work if you do it properly. But to do it properly, you have to understand the separation between prospecting and engaging. Probably 90% of your effort is in prospecting. Prospecting is finding the right prospect, the right person to talk to. If you talk to the wrong person, you're going to fail. That's what happened with Bill over here. All of these are the wrong people to talk to because they have no interest in changing brokers. But if you can identify who are the right prospects before you engage with them, then by the time you engage here, you have a lot of interest and you get to attract them. Okay. So then the key is, how do you find the right prospect? First off, you have to ask, who is the right prospect? And the real simple answer of the right prospect is someone who is frustrated with their broker already. Okay. 95% of the agents in EXP signed up in EXP because they were already frustrated with their broker and they were looking to make a change, and EXP was the best place to go. But they weren't simply happy and content, and then all of a sudden somebody persuaded them. So the low-hanging fruit is finding that person who is frustrated. So how do you do that? How did we do that back in the Excel days, and how can you do it now? So I want to show you this simple process. So the first step is you have to have a marketing tool. I'm going to call this a sizzle message, for lack of a better word. What a sizzle message is it is a message with testimonials. This is what we did back then, and this is what you can do now with EXP. So sizzle message is going to have different people involved giving short testimonies of what EXP has done for them. And then over to the left is we're going to do marketing. We're going to market to a list of agents that we have no idea if they're interested or not, and try to identify those who have interest because they are frustrated with their broker. Once they come through the sizzle message, now they have a lot of interest, and this is where you begin to engage with them. So all of the heavy lifting is done on the marketing side. Okay. And I'm going to show you an example, or direct you to an example of the sizzle message. It's an actual video that I recorded with a number of EXP top earners as they start to share their own personal experience with EXP. But let me show you how to start to make this marketing work. And I want to draw a corollary for you, because I think if you understand this, the light bulb will come on. So I want to talk about geographic farming for a second. If you're not familiar with geographic farming, it's a primary way to generate listings as a real estate agent. What you do is you pick a farm, okay? And this is the farm, and maybe there are 300 homes, okay? And let's say it has a 5% turnover rate. And what that means is that there will be 15 homes that sell and 285 homes that don't sell. So with geographic farming, what you do is you actually market to that farm. And when you're marketing to it, you're actually marketing to everyone in the farm, but you don't care about the 285 people who don't sell. The only ones you care about are the 15 that do. And so your marketing goes out, and all it's designed to do is identify who is thinking about selling. Once they're thinking about selling, then your job is simply to engage with them. So hopefully you get the listing instead of someone else. Well, cold market attraction for agents is the same thing. It is farming for agents. What you do is you get a list of, let's say, 300 agents, just to use the same numbers. And here's something about agents you may or may not know. The typical agent seems to change brokers every 8 to 10 years. That's a 10 to 12% turn rate. Okay, so if you think about this as being a turnover rate, just like it is with geographic farming, then that means that somewhere between 30 to 40 agents a year out of 300 will be changing brokers. Now you start to see where the value of cold market attraction comes from. Because if you can simply market to this group of 300 agents, all you need to do is identify who are the low-hanging fruit, the 30 to 40 who are getting frustrated with their broker and looking to make a change. Once you know who they are, anyone can contact those people and win. Okay, that's the secret. So let me show you how this process works. So you can put this together yourself, and I can show you what we've done if you want to, as someone said, just give me the baby. I don't want to go through childbirth, right? So, but let me show you how the childbirth works on this. It's real simple. So there are three components. Number one, you have what I call that sizzle video. And what this is a video where you take little cameo shots of other EXP agents just kind of sharing their personal story. My experience is it usually takes between 9 and 12 testimonials to find 3 to 4 good ones. And this is what you're looking for. It's a 3 to 4 good ones. This whole message needs to be within somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes. Its whole purpose is to share the sizzle, not the steak. Okay, so it's got usually like a 30-second intro, then it has testimonials, and then a 30-second outro that tells them what to do next. So that's the first thing you have. The second thing you do is you create a marketing process. And what I think is the best route to go is postcards, just like geographic farming. And the reason for that is you can target exactly who you want. And the purpose behind the marketing is then the third thing is to take that list, is to drive that list into the sizzle message. Now, if you do this right, there's 2 ways to do this. And this is now the next key, okay? It's one thing to drive people to a sizzle video, get them to watch it, and then get them to fill out a form at the end if they have interest. Now, if they, to get them to fill out the form means that you're going to funnel a lot of people through the video to only get one to fill out the form. So you lose a lot of potential interest. And this is the thing that we found with Sizzleline. With Sizzleline, what were the numbers? I think like for every 10 people that would dial the Sizzleline because they had interest in earning more money, I would probably get 2 people that would go all the way through and leave a message. Okay. So you say, well, I got 2 prospects. However, here's what we found. Those 8 people that dialed it, listened to it, and did not leave a message were equally as attractable as those 2 who left a message. In other words, the mere fact that they took the effort to go there says that they were looking and interested. So we developed some stealth technology that would identify who all 10 of those people were without them ever having to leave a message. That allowed our clients to be able to contact all 10 people, and now they were able to attract a lot more. So with this marketing system here, if we're just kind of piece this together, here's the way it looks. So you have a postcard. This is my favorite process. You have a postcard, and it goes out to your list of people that you've determined you want to approach, and it drives that list to the sizzle video. And then at the end of the sizzle video, they can request information. All right. So the way this ideally works is when this postcard goes to this list and this person now goes to the video, this is where you want to capture who they are. And you can only capture who they are by having the technology in place to make this happen. What we've done over here is we use a QR code. It's a highly sophisticated QR code. As soon as someone scans that QR code to then go look at the video, we instantly know who they are. So our identification is right here, know who they are. Because what we're looking for is those people who are frustrated enough with their broker to want to check out another type of brokerage in case that's the brokerage that they want to move to. Okay, so let me show you how to learn more. If you have interest in just seeing what we've done, then it's real easy. All you need to do is go to our website called Agent Dominator.com, and then look for the product called Attraction Dominator. And what you'll see on that page is you'll get a chance to see the actual Sizzle video that we put together. It's very powerful. We also have postcards that we've already put together. And you can see how the whole thing works. And there's one other benefit there. Here, let me show you. This is also something really cool. If you were to talk to 30 people who were already planning to change brokerages, how many of those people do you think you would successfully be able to recruit into EXP? Well, if you're good, the answer is going to be probably 30 of them, right? Well, here's what we do. We guarantee a minimum of 20 out of those 30. In other words, we actually have a money-back guarantee. We've done this long enough to understand what it takes to make this type process work. Our money-back guarantee is very simple. We guarantee that you will attract 2 out of every 3 agents who actually change brokerages. And if you don't, then we'll give you up to 100% of your money back. So let me encourage you, if you're interested in cold market attraction, to go check us out over here at agentdominator.com, and then just type in look for the product for Attraction Dominator. And hope that helps. So that's it. And thanks for watching, and have a very blessed day.